Leadership is often shaped by experience, refined by adversity, and defined by commitment to service. For Christopher Nathaniel, governorship candidate of the Social Democratic Party SDP, the journey from modest beginnings to public prominence has cultivated a deep appreciation of the opportunities and challenges that defined Adamawa State. A student of the state's history, diversity, and socio-political dynamics, Nathaniel views Adamawa's rich ethnic and cultural plurality not as a challenge to be managed, but as a strength to be harnessed for collective progress. He argues that effective governance in such a complex environment requires more than political ambition. It demands understanding, competence, and the ability to build consensus across communities. In this first part special feature, Christopher Nathaniel reflects on the experiences that shaped his worldview, his vision for the future, and why he believes he is prepared to provide the leadership Adamawa State needs at this pivotal moment in its history. This is the story of a man seeking to give back to the land that made him. This is the story of Christopher Nathaniel.
Christopher Nathaniel is a Mula boy from Demsa local government. I was born and raised here in Jimeta, and I grew up here. I went to Jimeta Central Primary School. From there, I went to Artisan Training Center, Yola. From there, I proceeded to Government Teachers College, Yola, and College of Education, Jalingo. I'm just an ordinary teacher, nothing more. Well, I have a lot of stuff for Adamawa people. That is the major reason why I came, because I'm a beneficiary of good governance. What I mean is that the central primary school I went was government run, public school. Same thing with the teachers college. In all of those schools, my parents do not have to struggle to pay for school fees or worry about if the school close session ends, how am I going to get back home? The government took care of all of that. I have food, I have uniform, I have transportation to come back. And my teachers are right there by my side. They were living in the school premises. And therefore, if you misbehave, the teacher will get hold of you and discipline you. If you escape the structure of the school, which is the prefects. But today, that is not what is obtained. My school, Teachers College, has become something else. It's gone. The school where I taught GGSS Yola is also gone. It's now in storage. And for that reason, you can see the effect of the quality of education on our students that are graduating even from the university, and the quality of discipline on the road is terrible. Children are going into drugs, but contrary to what our situation was when government was government. When government was government, you don't have these cases of drug abuse, Shiloh on the road. This does not obtain. So those are my motivations for coming in, because we need to let our children understand what government is, contrary to what is presently obtained. If you look at the successful administrations, what is obtained today is product of all the performance of the previous governments. Today, you have focused massively of government attention as priority on infrastructure. Nothing wrong with that. Building high roadways, skyscrapers, fantastic. Nothing is wrong with that. However, the welfare of the people is suffering. Our roads are fantastic, while the pensioners are dying because the pensions are piling up. And when you have your pensions piling up, the balance sheet of the government itself is burdened by that. And that, in as much as the infrastructure is coming up, the people are looking at it beautifully, it strangulates your investment potentials as far as private public sector arrangements are concerned and overfunding, because any money that is coming is already strained. So what I think needs to be done, and why I'm in this election, is simple. I need to change the focus on the people's welfare, clear the outstanding pension, free the government balance sheet of those liabilities. Let the people start praying positively for government as against what is obtained today that is negative prayer. And they are rightly so. How can you work for 35 years, 30 years, and you retire, and you'll be sitting down and waiting for your payment of your gratuities and pension for a couple of years? It doesn't make sense. All the plans you have for utilization of this money, whether you want to do dry season farming, whether you want to invest it somewhere, or even to pay for your children's school fees, is gone. You have money, but yet you are suffering because those monies are not given to you. And even if it is given to you 5 years after, the value of the money is gone. Because with this government, when they came in, the exchange rate was about 460 officially. Today, officially, is 1,380. So if you were given this money 4 years ago, it was 10 million was what was due to you and given to you. What you will do with 10 million that time, 40 million naira will not do it today. So you see, the pensioner is suffering both ways. Losing the valuation, losing ability to do anything, and then not only that, because of the trauma that you go through, you even become sick in the process. And you will not even be able to take care of yourself because the cost of the drug is high. So what I will do, if I am elected governor of Adamawa State, is to change the focus from physical infrastructure development at the detriment of the people to a balanced development where I take care of all the welfare of the people. Maybe the first 6 months I undertake to pay off all those outstanding so that our balance sheet will be free, people will be happy. Then we can now focus on implementation of our projects, programs and policies, which are: one, focus on area of education. Education at the primary school level up to secondary school must be superb, because the quality of education you get at the primary school and the secondary school will determine what you will get at your tertiary institutions. And how do you do that? The welfare of the teachers have to be adequately taken care of. At the secondary school level, the teachers must have their accommodations near the students. Teacher cannot be living in Dobeli and he's teaching in Yola, and he's going through the stress of going back and forth. How does he pay? Because the cost of living here is very high. His salary may not even pay for quality accommodation. He's struggling. And how do you expect a quality performance from this teacher? No way. And not only that, the students themselves are left alone. If you go to some of these schools in the afternoon, because I've taken time to observe, you just see the children running around, the teachers are not there, because the teachers have to try and solve their own issues, their problems, before they come to school. I think we need to redress that. Those are part of the reason why I came in. Same thing with the hospital. If you go to the hospital, a lot of our people die in an emergency situation due to lack of the presence or availability of doctor at that particular time. Assuming that the doctors have houses, their quarters inside specialist hospital, nurses are there, a lot of the things will not happen, as people will not be dying because of emergency. And can you imagine somebody giving birth? You have to go and deposit money, 30,000. If that was the case I would have died, because my mother wouldn't have been able to raise that money, and my father. My father was a plumber. My mother, mama, put seller. So this is the absence of governance that we need to bring back into the system. And this is possible because if you look at the set of government, the governor has a lot of latitude. He has the security vote that is available for him for the security of the people. Security here does not mean police, navy, or whatever. Security means security of their health, security of their education, children's education, security of their welfare, security of the traditional institution, security of religious, and security of even the media. So what I intend to do is to ensure effective utilization of this money that is meant for the people as far as security is concerned, by ensuring that we change the narratives, by presenting a bill to the State Assembly that would redefine the utilization of security vote effectively to cover these critical areas of elements of security that have been neglected, which is journalists. If something is happening in Madagali, if the journalists report that there is, whether radio or TV, that there's something Boko Haram attacking Madagali, people on hearing this news will avoid Madagali and save their lives. And the security also agency, police, army, once they know from the news reported by the media that something is happening around that site, they will be able to strategize, mobilize, and deploy to save the life of the people. But today the journalist is left at the mercy of whoever is the chief executive. It's wrong. So if we redefine the utilization of the security vote, set aside a particular percentage of that security vote monthly to protect the journalists, provide for the welfare of the journalists, equip the journalists, you will see that the firm arm of government will be very effective. And that will not only guarantee the security of our people, but will attract investment, because the report will show that things are going on fine here, there's security, and investors will want to come into the state to invest in whatever program that is running up in that state. So yes, I'm going to be a different governor, a governor that will focus on the welfare of the people and systematic balanced development of the society, harnessing what is available. And my focus will not be on federal allocation and internally generated revenue. No. My focus will be to harness what God has given us in terms of solid minerals, human resource, and agriculture. Because we have the capacity, we have some of the best and brightest in all fields, but they are neglected by the previous government. In the sense that even though we have this quality, people were still suffering because our medical institutions are not doing well, our schools are not doing well, simply because we have not tapped on the knowledge and experiences of our best and brightest. What I will do different is to try to reach out and bring our best and brightest to help us in all the areas of our strength in this state for sustainable growth and development. The SDP as a party has successfully run elections in Adamawa State, and one of even the cases of Gumdiri, he went even to the Supreme Court, meaning that the party has structure at all levels. If you don't have, you will not be able to perform that much. So coming into the party for me was a natural, because it's easy for me to associate with the purpose-driven performance of the Gumdiri and the other people like Balatakaya run on the same platform. So I was excited and happy. I don't like easy things. It's always good for you to go in there and build the structure by yourself and go up. But a lot of people will say, you'd have gone to APC or PDP. Those are simple structure. The motivation for going into that is because you have something that is already cooked. You just want to go and carry it and run. But I decided that I should go to that party, that I will be able to contribute from the congresses up to the state primaries to the national conventions. So for me, because I have been out of politics for a long time, it gives me the privilege of meeting people from the unit to the ward to the state up to the national. So it was a natural thing for me. That was what informed my decision to go in there.